And we are live. Okay, so I'll just first share these on all my socials. And we are live.
And the camera isn't
Okay,
working.
so
Let me just get
I'll
that
just first
checked.
share these on all my socials. And we are live.
And the camera isn't
Working
working. Let me
here,
just get
but
that
something
checked.
is wrong over on all
here.
my socials. And we are live.
And the
I
camera isn't
think it should
working. Let me
work
just
now.
get that
Yep,
checked.
it's working, but
On all my
kinda blurred.
So
And
the
I
camera isn't
think it should
working.
work now. Yep, it's working, but
And
kinda blurred. I
so
think that should do it.
the
I
camera isn't
think it should
working.
work now. Yep, it's working, but
Kinda blurred.
yep. I mean, it's
So
better,
that
not
should do it.
perfect, but yeah, good enough. Let me just increase the camera for a bit. Yep. I mean, it's
Bring this
better,
over
not
here.
perfect, but yeah, good enough. Let me just increase the camera for a bit. Yep.
Perfect.
I mean, it's
Bring this
better,
over
not
here.
perfect, but yeah, good enough. Let me just increase the camera for a bit. Yep.
Okay, never mind.
I mean, it's
Bring this
better,
over
not
here.
perfect, but yeah, good enough. Let me just increase the camera for a
Now
bit.
we put
Yep.
this.
Okay, never mind. I mean, it's
Make
better,
this
not perfect,
shorter.
but yeah, good enough.
Shorter.
Let me just increase the camera.
Okay.
For a
Now
bit.
we put
Yep.
this.
Okay, never mind.
So, hey
Make this
guys,
shorter.
welcome back to my first stream. So, in this video, I just wanted to discuss about all the cool things that I've found related to
Hey
AI
guys, welcome back
technology. So,
to
this
my
is
first stream.
kind of my first
So
video,
in
so
this
I
video, I just
really
wanted
would
to
like to
discuss
hear
about
your thoughts on all the cool things, what you guys would like me to do with this stream, how would you want me to go around it, and so let's get started. So, the first AI tool that I have is Amazon Q. So I saw this a couple days back. So it is a pretty cool AI tool. So without spoiling anything, Pele, let's just read through the article or the blog post that Amazon has shared, and based on that, we can then go forward with the rest. So I'll just zoom in a bit so that you guys can see. Let me know if I'm audible in the down below in the comments. I'll just check that on my phone as well. After that, I'll start. So am I audible? Hello. Okay, yeah, we are audible. All right, so we're good to go. So first up, we had Amazon Q. So now when we talk about Amazon Q, so it is like everything AI. This is another generative AI tool that is जो Amazon लेकर आया basically. So reading through the article today, we are announcing Amazon Q, a new generative AI powered assistant designed for work that can be tailored to your business. Basically, kind of like a knowledge management system where a business or an enterprise can handle all their knowledge. So that is interesting, but I am more concerned about how they're handling the data. Is that data being sent to a third party server somewhere else, or is it all on the enterprise's own AWS server? So let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's just first watch what all we have here. So you can find, sorry, yeah. So you can use a Amazon Q to have conversations, solve problems, generate content, gain insights, and take actions by connecting to your company's information, repositories, code, data, and enterprise systems. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. So this is the one place where I find ChatGPT to be really lacking. Like even if I'm using GPT-4, I cannot tailor it to my company's data because each time I have to feed in new files, and there's this weird bug that I face with my chat GPT. Let me just show it to you. So this is my chat GPT. So let's assume I'm uploading this one file. This is my face only. So and I'm giving it a simple prompt. Describe this photo. So now this is for any kind of a PDF or anything for that matter. the attach button that allows me to attach the file, the PDF, or any Excel file, that just goes away. I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to do further analysis if required with my company's data or anything for that matter. But so this is the first of my concerns. I can get through this for photos. So for photos, what can be done is I can just copy the photo and paste that photo over here, and that does the job for me. But when it comes to documents, the issue arises that there is no attach button. So this is the first issue. And when we talk about the second issue, that is the data that I'm training. If the history isn't off, that data will be used by OpenAI to train their own servers, their own model. So that is one place where enterprises are always afraid that their data might get used or might get leaked. And this is the same case that I find whenever I'm pitching someone an AI solution somewhere, whether it's an enterprise or an individual, they're all on the matter that मुझे नहीं चाहिए मेरा डेटा कहीं मेरी कंट्री से बाहर चला जाए. सबका यही होता है. सो लेट्स से अगर अमेजोन क्यू इस प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व कर पाता, Amazon Q provides immediate relevant information and advice to employees to streamline tasks, accelerate decision making and problem solving, and help spark creativity and innovation at work. Amazon Q offers user based plans to get you so you get features, pricing, and options tailored to how you use the product. Amazon Q can adapt its interactions to each individual user based on their existing identities, roles, and permissions. All right. So IAM roles are being respected here by Amazon. So if you guys don't know what IAM roles are, roles in AWS. So basically, जैसे role based authentication होता है. So it's just like role based authentication. You can just describe on Amazon key, I want this person to have admin access. I want this person to not have admin access. I want this XYZ person to access this machinery. उसको इसका इसमें रोल है डेवलपमेंट का, इसका इसमें रोल है डिप्लॉयमेंट का. तो आई एम रोल्स बेसिकली रोल बेस्ड ऑथेंटिकेशन है. रोल बेस्ड ऑथेंटिकेशन बेसिकली ये होता है आई एम रोल्स. सो मूविंग फॉरवर्ड, AWS never uses customers' content from Amazon Q to train underlying models. In other words, your company information remains secure and private. Sorry. So secure and private. This is a huge promise because अभी enterprises का वही सबसे बड़ा concern है कि मेरा data बाहर चला जाता है. Like ये चीज़ें हम avoid कर सकते हैं with llama, Mistral and other AI models. But again उधर भी यही issue आता है हमारे पास कि हार्डवेयर रिक्वायरमेंट बहुत हाई है. यू नीड अ A100, V100 और H100 एंड दैट टू इन सम केसेस मल्टीपल GPUs ताकि ये मॉडल स्मूथली रन कर पाए. सो लेट्स सी इफ सो आई एम जस्ट गोइंग टू गो थ्रू द वेबसाइट. फर्स्ट लेट्स जस्ट गो थ्रू द आर्टिकल रादर. एक बार आर्टिकल पूरा पढ़ लेते हैं एंड देन उसके बाद ये पॉइंट आई वांट टू स्पेसिफिकली सर्च. मैंने लिखा हुआ है अपने ये ब्रीफ में, डॉक्यूमेंटेशन ब्रीफ में जो मैंने अपने लिए बनाया है एक लाइव स्ट्रीम के लिए. सो but let's just go through the rest of the article. Let's look at a few examples of how Amazon Q can help business users complete tasks using simple natural language. Prompts. As a marketing manager, you should ask Q to transform a press release into a blog post, create a summary of the press release, or create an email draft based on the provided release. Okay, personalization. Amazon Q searches through your company content, which can include internal style guides, for example, to provide a response appropriate to your company's brand standards. Then you could ask Amazon Q to generate tailored social media prompts to prompt your story through each of your social media channels. Later, you can ask Amazon Q to analyze your campaign and summarize leadership reviews. Okay, that's interesting. So basically, I just want to explain it using Excel. So basically what I can do is, जैसे कि ये मेरा कंपनी का डेटा है सारा, तो ये मेरी पीपीटी फाइल है, ये मेरी वर्ड डॉक्यूमेंट है, ये मेरी पीडीएफ है, ये मेरी पीडीएफ है. ओके, तो अब मेरा ये सारा whenever I get all this data, I can just put this in Amazon Q. और अब जब Amazon Q के अंदर ये चला गया, I can just ask it questions कि create me XYZ. Create me a social media post for my new product. This is a very general post. This is a very generalized prompt that I have written here. तो इस जनरलाइज प्रॉम्प्ट से मुझे चैट जीपीटी से तो बहुत गंदा रिस्पॉन्स मिलेगा, बिकॉज मेरे को इस न्यू प्रोडक्ट का पूरा ब्रीफ देना है. अब इस न्यू प्रोडक्ट का मैंने पूरा ब्रीफ दिया है, उसके बाद मेरे को चैट जीपीटी पहला रिस्पॉन्स देगा, मेरे को उसे फाइन ट्यून करना पड़ेगा उस प्रॉम्प्ट को फिर और एडजस्ट करके टू गेट द फाइनल रिजल्ट. लेकिन व्हाट आई एम रीडिंग हेयर इज कि मैंने अपना सारे डेटा से कनेक्ट करा हुआ है, मेरे कंपनी के कंटेंट के थ्रू जाएगा, मेरे स्टाइल गाइड्स फॉलो करेगा. सो आई थिंक दिस में इंक्लूड द डिस्क्रिप्शंस दैट आर बीइंग यूज्ड फॉर माय सोशल मीडिया. देन appropriate responses आएंगे to companies brand standards, and then you can ask Amazon Q to generate tailored social media prompts. तो अब सारा जो भी मेरा कंटेंट बनेगा वो सब कुछ Amazon Q अपने जो मैंने डेटा फीड इन करा है फॉर मार्केटिंग पर्पसेज और एनी काइंड दैट इंक्लूड्स कंपनी स्टाइल गाइड्स, पीडीएफ डॉक्यूमेंट, सोशल मीडिया चैनल्स, अपने आप जनरेट करके और एनालाइज भी कर देगा विद समराइजेशन. ओके, दैट इज इंटरेस्टिंग. दैट्स अ गुड यूआई. आई होप दिस अपलोड बटन डज नॉट डिसअपियर आफ्टर द फर्स्ट प्रॉम्प्ट जैसे इसमें होता है चैट जीपीटी में. In the following example, I deployed Amazon Q with access to my AWS News blog post from 2023 and called it the assistant AWS blog expert. AWS blog expert, ask me about AWS. I'm your AWS assistant. Enter a prompt or choose a suggestion to start a conversation. I'll respond using data from the organization. Okay, so this is the blog post. ठीक है, तो बेसिकली इसने ट्रेन कर दिया अपने स्टाइल के साथ मल्टीपल डेटा सेट्स देख के कि ये मेरा ब्लॉग पोस्ट है, सारे नए ब्लॉग पोस्ट, ऑडियोज, देन क्या क्या करा है, उन कैसे लिखते हैं, बेसिकली द एंटायर टोन ऑफ एन इंडिविजुअल. एंड देन शी गेव इट अ प्रॉम्प्ट, समराइज द की इंसाइट्स फ्रॉम आंजेस, आई एम सॉरी अगर मैंने नाम गलत बोला, recent AWS weekly roundup posts, and craft a compelling social media post that not only highlights the important points but also encourages engagement. Consider a target audience and aim for a tone that aligns with the brand identity. Yep, I was right. जो भी हमने यहाँ पे डॉक्यूमेंट वगैरह फीड करा है, सिंस दैट हैज़ बिन फेड ऑन with our company's tone, our company's policy, all that data is being trained. और वो सब कुछ मेरे को बताना नहीं है अब अमेजोन क्यू को, अमेजोन क्यू अपने आप करेगा सारा काम. द सोशल मीडिया पोस्ट शुड बी कंसाइज, इंफॉर्मेटिव एंड एंटाइसिंग टू encourage readers to click through and read the full articles. Please ensure the content is shareable and include relevant hashtags for maximum visibility. Okay, summarize the key insights. Okay, that's the prompt. Here's a drafted social media post highlighting insights from did you miss all the latest AWS announcements and news last week? Catch up on key launches from Amazon MWA, EMR Studio and more. Weekly roundup blog post, new Apache Airflow. Okay, that's a good prompt, but I think it could be refined a little bit more. But सबसे बढ़िया चीज़ जो इसकी मुझे लग रही है, ये सोर्स दे रहा है कि इसने कहाँ से करा है. तो टेक्निकली जो एंटरप्राइजेस का होता है, बिकॉज ए आई कैनॉट बी 100% करेक्ट इन इट्स करंट स्टेट. तो मेरे हिसाब से व्हाट इज हैपनिंग हियर इज कि सोर्सेज के साथ दे कैन वेरीफाई मेरा डेटा यहाँ से आया है, सो आई कैन ईजिली फाइंड आउट वेदर और नॉट वट एवर आई एम बीइंग गिवन इज इट राइट और नॉट. That's good. Behind the scenes, Amazon Q searches for the documents in the connected data sources, creates relevant and detailed suggestions for a social media post based on my blog post. Amazon Q also tells me which document was used to generate the answers in case it is a PDF file of the blog post in question. Okay. As an administrator, you can define the context of the responses, restrict irrelevant topics, and configure whether to respond only using trusted company information or complement responses with knowledge from the underlying model. Restricting responses to trusted company information helps mitigate hallucinations, a common phenomena where the underlying model generates responses that sounds plausible but are based on misinterpreted or non-existent data. Okay, so they are trying to fight the hallucination that ChatGPT and other Bard or any kind of AI tool has. So this is pretty interesting. So I definitely would like to try this out कि कैसे manage कर रहे हैं ये and how much can I ensure कि ये hallucinate ना करे, अपने आप से answers भी ना दे मेरे को. Amazon Q would provide fine-grained access control that restricts responses to only using data or acting based on the employee's level of access and provides citations and references to the original sources for fact checking and traceability. You can choose among 40 plus built in connectors for response data sources and enterprise systems, including Amazon S3, Google Drive, Microsoft SharePoint, Salesforce, ServiceNow, and Slack. Okay. So they are providing connections as well, which isn't limited to AWS. You can connect to other sources as well. That's cool. How to tailor Amazon Q. So now this is just teaching me how to create it. So we can, of course, we have to create an application. Then we define IAM roles. Either we give it an existing roles. We select a retriever. A retriever pulls data from the index in real time during a conversation. You can choose between two options. Use Amazon Q native retriever or use an existing Amazon Kendra retriever. Alright. I have no idea what this Kendra is. The native retriever can connect to the Amazon Q supported data sources. If you already use Amazon Kendra, you can select the existing Amazon Kendra retriever to connect the associate data sources to your Amazon Q application. I select the native retriever option and then choose next. Okay. Then we connect to our data sources, which gives us S3. We can upload our own documents, Adobe, Box, Drupal, GitHub. It's allowing me to connect to my code base as well, Slack, Salesforce, alright. Once the data source sync is successfully completed, the retriever shows the accurate document count. You can preview the web experience and start a conversation. Note that the data source sync can take from a few minutes to a few hours depending on the amount of and the size of the data to index. You can also connect plugins that manage access to enterprise system, including ServiceNow, Jira. Okay. So I think it is allowing me to create issues from the chatbot to directly onto Jira or Zendesk or ServiceNow. So this is cool. This will save a lot of time. So maybe one use case that I can see here is let's say you ask the bot what are the top 10 issues or what are the top 20 issues that I'm facing with this particular product, and then it gives you a list of what are the top 10 that you've been facing for that particular month, and with that you can ask the AI to summarize it and create a new Jira ticket maybe. So this has a lot of potential. So currently it is in preview and you can only use it through Slack. Alright, so now since we've gone through the blog post, I'll just go through I'll just go through their official website. So this is still in preview. So your generative AI assistant designed for the work that can be tailored to your business. So let's just go through this video once that is there. And through that video, I'll just make sure that you guys hear the audio as well. Let's just see. Okay, I just realized my voice was echoing. I am so sorry, guys. Okay, so I'm sorry, I missed that first part. So, okay, so we are asking what product features are causing most problem. Like I said, so now it gives me a resources from, it has taken all the data from Zendesk, S3 and Salesforce. And these are hyperlinks that you can navigate to them. And then we're asking based on this training module schedule. Okay, this is awesome. Identify documentation that needs updating at task. Okay. kind of like text to task, like what we use Zapier for. Yeah, what we use Zapier for. So now here I'm giving it a prompt. Then through that prompt, a Jira ticket is generated based on the documentation that needs updating. Okay. Okay, that's a clean looking UI. And if it were, it is that clean looking UI, I'm pretty happy that someone took the a bit, मतलब किसी ने तो बनाया यार ये जीरा का एक अच्छा यूआई, जीरा नहीं, किसी ने चैटबॉट का एक अच्छा यूआई बनाया, बिकॉज आई हेट बार्ड्स यूआई एंड चैट जीपीटी का यूआई इज टॉलरेबल बट इट इज नॉट द बेस्ट. ठीक है, देन वी हैव Amazon Q as your expert assistant for building on AWS. It all okay. While even connecting to business data, it also helps in building on AWS. So that must be very helpful. How do I build a web app on AWS? Okay, that's cool. That's cool. And you can use it in VS Code, of course, like with Code Whisperer. Okay. You can connect it with QuickSight as well. Gather data, create new things maybe. Okay. So the pretty good, what I see, it has pretty good capabilities. So let's see, just see your business first. Can be built tailored to your business by connecting it to your company data, information, and systems. Made simple with more than 50 plus built-in connectors. Build business users like marketers, project and program managers, sales representative, among others, can have tailored conversations, solve problems, generate content, take actions, and more. Amazon Q is aware of which system they can access, so they can ask detailed, nuanced questions and get tailored results that include only information they're authorized to see. Okay, so with IAM, वी आर नॉट क्रिएटिंग सेपरेट चैटबॉट्स. एक ही चैटबॉट है जो क्रिएट करा है हमने, और वही एक चैटबॉट को हमने रोल्स दे दिया है. जैसे कि मेरे कलीग के पास है कि वो मार्केटिंग टीम देख सकता है, और मेरे पास है कि मैं सेल्स टीम देख सकता हूँ. सो आई विल ओनली गेट द रिस्पॉन्सेज दैट आर इन्वॉल्विंग सेल्स टीम डेटा, and he will only get responses involving marketing team data. That is pretty cool. सो ए डब्ल्यू एस में हेल्प करता है वो. क्या क्विक साइट का डेटा मिल जाता है, दैट वी हैव यूनिफाइड बिजनेस इंटेलिजेंस सर्विस बिल्ट फॉर द क्लाउड दैट ऑफर्स इंटरैक्टिव डैशबोर्ड, पेजिनेटेड रिपोर्ट्स एंड एम्बेडेड एनालिटिक्स, plus natural language querying capabilities. Amazon Q is in QuickSight enhances business analysts and business users' productivity using generative BI capabilities to quickly build compelling visuals, summarize insights, answer. Okay, you can build visuals as well through that. That's cool. Answer data questions and build data stories using natural language. I don't know what Amazon Connect is. Okay, customer service center. Customer service agent provide better customer service. Of course, so अब डेटा सारा मेरा एक जगह कनेक्टेड है. अमेजोन क्यू के पास पूरा डेटा का मेरा एक्सेस है. तो जब कस्टमर सर्विस जैसे कॉल पर है, तो वो अपने आप यहाँ पे अपने आप टाइप कर सकता है यूज़र क्वेरी आ गई, या हमको कुछ पिच कर रहा है, अब उसका कोई क्वेश्चन आया कस्टमर का एंड दे हैव टू आंसर दैट क्वेश्चन. यहाँ पे वो अपने आप डाले क्वेश्चन, विद इन अ कपल ऑफ सेकेंड्स और कपल ऑफ मिनट्स आंसर आ जाएगा. सो दिस इज, आई कैन सी दिस बीइंग रियली यूजफुल फॉर कस्टमर सर्विस सेंटर्स. लेट्स मूव फॉरवर्ड. Relevant to company content to automatically recommend what to say and what actions to the agent should take for to better attend the customer. That is good. So then we go to AWS supply chain, using Amazon Q in supply chain coming soon. Inventory managers, supply and demand planners, and others will be able to ask and get intelligent answers about what is happening in their supply chain. Why is it happening and what actions can to take. They will also be able to explore what if scenarios to understand the trade off between different supply chain choices. Okay. Didn't get a single thing what they're trying to say, but okay. So now we get to the benefits. Now, this is something I want to see. फर्स्ट जो मेरे को सबसे पहली चीज़ देखनी थी वो मेरे को सामने बड़ा बड़ा दिखा है, हवर. ओके, getting a little bit off topic, this hover is nice. Amazon Q is built with security and privacy in mind to help customers meet their most stringent enterprise needs. No, but I want to know कि मेरा डेटा मेरी सर्वर पे रहेगा, मेरे AWS के सर्वर में, या तुम किसी थर्ड पार्टी सर्वर में से स्टोर करोगे. दैट्स द प्राइमरी थिंग दैट आई वांट टू सी. Personalizes interactions based on your role and permission. Amazon Q respects IAM roles, okay? Understand company's data. I can connect my code, my information, and systems so that they can have tailored conversations, solve problems, generate content, take actions that are relevant to your business. Okay? Engages in conversations to solve problems, generate content, and take action. Amazon Q is your business expert that can streamline common tasks like summarizing long documents, drafting, generating drafts of emails or articles, conducting business research on topics, or doing comparative analysis. Amazon Q can even help complete certain tasks, reducing the time that employees spend on repetitive work like filing tickets or creating new cases. That जो ये हमने देखा था, जो वो जीरा वाला एग्जांपल आया था, where we got a beautiful pop-up जहाँ पे AI ने अपने आप मेजॉरिटी डिटेल्स फिल कर दी थी, इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग. एक बार देखता हूँ फिर से. यहाँ ये था. हाँ, AI ने ऑटोमेटिकली मेजॉरिटी डिटेल्स यहाँ पे फिल कर दी थी with who the reporter is. तो ये तो उसने यूजर लॉगिन से निकाल लिया. Then the project and all, it automatically identified with the prompt, and the summary was all. This is amazing, dude. So Amazon Q in action. Tap into your company's knowledge base to get answers and guidance. Ask Amazon Q what are the latest guidelines for logo usage. How do I apply for company credit card? Okay. So this can be used for HR, finance, accounts department, to so that they can get rid of those tedious tasks. Terms and conditions डाल दो, privacy policy डाल दो, कोई भी leave policy डाल दो, and through that you can get all kinds of answers. This is really cool. Understand how supply chain impacts your operations. Ask Amazon Q what is the financial impact of the delayed replenishment orders in the AWS supply chain application, and it will reply the delays will cause 20 of your fast moving products to go out of stock. Okay, with the revenue impact. All right, okay, that's good. Research solutions and learn what are the ways to build web applications on AWS. In AWS Management Console, Amazon Q will provide a list of potential services like Amplify, Lambda, Amazon EC2, and with the advantages of each and links to getting started resources. Okay. Build quick dashboards. But it's still, first let's just see how much it costs. मतलब सबसे important वही है ultimately. तो costing कितनी है? $20 per user per month. Okay, this isn't cheap. This ain't cheap at all. And that is just the business plan. There's a builder plan as well. That's $25 per month per user. So the business plan, your business experts can help you solve problems, generate content, find insights, and take actions based on your company's data, information, and system. Your business expert and your AWS expert that can transform the way developers and IT professionals build, optimize, and operate applications. So this is basically for the front ends, guys. Customer service center, sales people, people who customer facing people basically, or anybody within an organization who's working, basically the employees. And this is the builder, the ones who are running the AWS server within the organization. Developer हो गया, infra team हो गई. मेरे हिसाब से यही है. लेट्स आगे एक बार पढ़ लेते हैं, लेट्स सी फिर क्या होता है. So an expert in your organization is an expert in your organization's knowledge. You can make Amazon Q an expert in your organization's knowledge and experience by pointing it at your internal data repositories, as well as connect to more than 40 enterprise systems, including including Amazon Simple Storage Service S3, Salesforce, Google Drive, basically connectors. Amazon Q can identify provider to understand your users and the permission so they can access, ask detailed and nuanced questions and get relevant results. Okay, get crisp and relevant answers based on your business data. Employees can ask Amazon Q about anything. They might have previously had to search for such things such as what are the latest guidelines for logo usage or how I apply for and get fast answers plus link to relevant sources. So basically helping reduce time. So like I said, this is for those internal employees like customer service employee, the new guy that has been hired for customer onboarding, developers who are working, the support team who has to upload tickets, then the sales team who needs to access documents or in real time to answer customer questions or maybe get things done when talking to another customer, the marketing team जिसको नए प्रोडक्ट की डिटेल्स चाहिए और उस नए प्रोडक्ट के बेसिस पे दे नीड टू क्रिएट मार्केटिंग पोस्ट. So this is for those people most probably available through web application onto or your existing application. I can put it on my existing application like Slack. Most probably टीम्स पे भी आ जाएगा बट आई डाउट इट क्योंकि टीम्स पे को पायलट है माइक्रोसॉफ्ट का. देन वी हैव क्विक साइट. ओके देन तो बिल्डर का क्या पर्पस है. Am I right when what I'm saying about builder? Includes all capability of Amazon Q. Is an expert in AWS. ओके AWS पे बिल्डिंग की हेल्प करेगा. अनफेमिलियर टेक्नोलॉजीज को लर्न कर सकते हो. यू कैन गेट स्टार्टेड फास्टर. वेल आर्किटेक्टेड पैटर्न्स बता देगा. बिल्ड न्यू सोल्यूशन. स्पेंड लेस टाइम और अनडिफरेंशिएटेड वर्क लाइक मेंटेनेंस. ओके then provides crisp guidance on AWS capabilities, services, and solutions. Developers and IT users can ask AWS Q to explore new capabilities. If you ask Amazon Q to tell you what about a new capability like agents for Amazon Bedrock, you'll get a description of the features like features plus links to relevant material. Get started on new projects. Amazon Q will respond to what are the ways to build web apps on AWS with a list of relevant services and advantages of each. Basically helping in building on AWS. तो इसमें मेरे को दोनों चीज़ें मिलेंगी. मैं बिजनेस को भी दे सकता हूँ और मैं इंटरनल यूजर्स को दे सकता हूँ जो मेरा इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर देख रहे हैं, जो मेरा AWS के ऊपर बिल्ड कर रहे हैं, सो ऑन एंड सो फॉर. और वो सब दोनों साथ में यूज़ कर सकते हैं. बट दैट प्राइसिंग इज़ हाई. $25 per user per month. I'm not sure if enterprises would be willing to pay that much. And even if they are, data privacy is the one thing जो मेरे को अभी भी चेक करनी है data privacy, but I'm really curious about it. Wait, पहले Amazon Q availability zones. I think यहाँ पे था ना. मेरे पास ना एक लिंक पड़ा हुआ है इसका. रुको मैं वो ढूंढ निकालता हूँ. Supported regions. Yeah. Regardless of where you use Amazon Q, data is sent and stored to the US. US, Europe चला गया, India चला गया. Any kind of a company that is outside the United States वो तो पहले ही चली गई यहाँ पे. Data processed during conversation or Amazon Q is stored in the North US in US East North Virginia region, even if AWS management console is set to a different AWS server region. Okay, so दैट काइंड ऑफ मीन्स कि मेरे सर्वर पे डेटा नहीं रहेगा. दैट इज कॉन्वर्जेशन डेटा, ट्रबल शूटिंग डेटा एंड एनी आई थिंक लॉग्स भी होंगे. एंड अमेजॉन डेटा प्रोसेस ड्यूरिंग इंटरक्शन विद अमेजॉन क्यू इन आई डीज इज स्टोर्ड ऑन. तो आई एम वेरी एप्रीहेंसिव कि लोग इस पे जाएंगे, लाइक एंटरप्राइजेज इस पे जाएंगे, बट वी डोंट नो हाउ अमेजॉन इज गोइंग टू पिच देम बिकॉज देर अ प्रिटी स्मार्ट कंपनी. Amazon Q data processed during troubleshooting, console error sessions and stored in. Okay, yes, and it is available on various areas, but data सारा मेरा process होगा in the United States. Even if you set your console to one of these regions, your data will be processed in US. तो हमारा यहाँ पे यूरोप गया. मेरा एक सेकेंड. मेरा यूरोप गया, इंडिया गया, ऑस्ट्रेलिया गया. बेसिकली एनी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन आउटसाइड ऑफ यूएस ये नहीं लेगी. एनी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन आउटसाइड द यूएस ये नहीं लेगी. अब इफ यू टॉक अबाउट ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस इन यूएस, इन यूएस उधर भी एक कंसर्न आएगा, क्योंकि कंपनी के लिए उनका डेटा मोस्ट वैल्यूएबल होता है. और यहाँ पे भी अगर कंपनीज जैसे ही कह रही हैं दैट यू कैन ऐड योर ओन कोड बेस, नॉलेज, डॉक्यूमेंट्स एक्सेट्रा, ये लोग अगर डेटा डालेंगे, स्टोर कहीं और हो रहा है, दे डोंट हैव एक्सेस टू इट, उन्हें नहीं पता उसकी क्या सिक्योरिटी है, उन्हें नहीं पता कि यह शेयर्ड इंस्टेंस है या डेडिकेटेड इंस्टेंस है. सो दिस वुड कॉज organizations a lot of distrust. According, this is my personal opinion. I would love to hear your opinions as well. तो डिस्ट्रस्ट बहुत हो जाएगा इसके साथ लोगों को. तो उसके लिए आई एम नॉट श्योर कि इन यूएस भी पीपल वुड बी विलिंग टू गो. People would be willing to go in USP. And when I say people, I mainly mean enterprises. क्योंकि अगर उस एंटरप्राइज का डेटा बाहर चला गया, एंटरप्राइजेस का डेटा बाहर चला गया, जैसे अगर एप्पल का डेटा गूगल को मिल गया, एप्पल बंद भी हो सकती है एंड एप्पल का बहुत मेजर लॉस भी हो सकता है. सो आई एम नॉट श्योर इफ पीपल वुड बी विलिंग टू गो हेयर. तो पता नहीं कहाँ गया. ओके, सो बेसिकली आई वाज राइट. सो Amazon Q business is for internal business usage ki for people who are not developing on the AWS cloud. Amazon Q Builder is for that. It includes business plans as well as for people who are building on the AWS cloud. Pricing details acha we find coming soon, project details, but we have most of the things here. एक्सपर्ट असिस्टेंस नहीं है हमारे पास इसमें, बाकी सब कुछ है. वी क्विक साइट भी है, वी हैव एक्सपर्ट नॉलेज ऑफ योर बिजनेस एंड बट हमारे पास वो नहीं है. कोड विस्परर, ओके, दे नॉट इवन कोड. ओके, ऑफ कोर्स दे वोंट गिव कोड विस्परर एज वेल, क्योंकि ultimately it's a developer feature. Upgrade and transform Java application in fraction of time with Amazon Q's code transformation. End-to-end guided feature. Development, conversational coding, code catalyst, data analysis. Okay, there are additional pricing as well. Amazon Q Index is charged for units of 20,000 documents at a rate of $0.14 per hour, $100 per month to support your business knowledge. You can start with one unit and add additional units storage as required. Each storage unit includes 100 hours of connector usage per month. I'm not really sure what that even means. देखते हैं यार इसका क्या मतलब है. With our handy dandy chat GPT, explain as if I am 9 years old. देखो भाई, जिंदगी में टेंशन नहीं लेनी, कुछ नहीं आ रहा चैट जीपीटी कर लो. Imagine you have a big toy box where you can keep 20,000 of your toy cars. Instead of toys, we're talking about pieces of information or documents that a company like a big toy store might want to keep track of. Now, this toy box is a bit special because it's not at your house, it's somewhere else. If you reach it using the internet, because it's special, you need to pay money to use it. It costs $0.14 every hour it is opened. If you want to keep it open all the time for the whole month, you have to pay $100. When you first start using it, you have just one toy box, but if you end up with more than 20,000 toy cars, you may need more space. You can get more toy boxes, and with each toy box you get 100 hours to use a connector, which is like a little helper robot that puts the toys in the box or takes them out for you. Okay, that's nice. But again, then that just means that there is heavy additional pricing that we need to make sure that is going to be paid. Okay, so that was Amazon Q. So this is still under private beta, we cannot test it out unfortunately, but this was everything that I found out about Q, and I was actually really fascinated about it because ये मतलब ऑनेस्टली दिस इज़ अ यूनिक थिंग व्हाट दैट इज़ बीइंग डन. ये मल्टी मॉडल नहीं है मोस्ट प्रोबेबली, अभी टेक्स्ट बेस्ड LLM ही है, बट दिस एक्चुअली ब्रिंग्स Amazon बैक ऑन द मैप कि दे डोंट हैव टू रिलाई ऑन अदर कंपनीज कि मेटा ने अपना लामा दे दिया. चैट जीपीटी का लार्ज लैंग्वेज मॉडल है, एंथ्रोपिक का है, दे हैव देयर ओन लार्ज लैंग्वेज मॉडल दैट दे कैन सेल एंड मेक प्रॉफिट आउट ऑफ. ओके, सो नेक्स्ट अप आई वांटेड टू टॉक अबाउट, एक सेकेंड, ये तो फिर आर्टिकल चला गया. तो नेक्स्ट आई वांट टू टॉक अबाउट, अगर आप तुम लोगों को याद होगा, ये गूगल ने एक अपना नोट टेकिंग असिस्टेंट ऐप बताया था. आई थिंक इट वाज कॉल्ड प्रोजेक्ट टेलविंड. Google's note taking app now available for all users in the United States. So they actually launched this. So this is kind of like you can put in your documents, your Google Docs. For this is basically for students कि अपने Google Docs डाल दो, उस basis पे फिर then you can learn using conversational AI. And उस conversational AI से you can ask action points, you can ask it for a summary, questions, quizzes. So it was a pretty cool thing that I found. So I just wanted to explore this once again. तो गूगल का ऑफिशियल आर्टिकल भी है यहाँ पे, सो वील गो थ्रू दिस दैट नेक्स्ट. Okay, Google AI note-taking app now available for all users in the United States who are at least 18 years old. The company announced on Friday the experimental app is also getting a slew of features to starting to use Gemini Pro. We have that on the list, so stay tuned. We are going to be talking about Gemini as well. Google's new large language model to help with document understanding and reasoning. Once you upload documents to Document LLM, the app can automatically generate summaries, suggest follow-up questions about the content in the documents. Unlike generic chatbots that draw on large amount of unrelated information, Notebook LLM solely focuses on the document that it is fed. So they are not, they have attached an LLM model, but they are not allowing the LLM to use their own knowledge. I think that is what it means. सो जो भी डेटा हमने डाला है, जैसे हमने एक डॉक्यूमेंट डाल दिया, मैंने मेरी कंप्यूटर साइंस की क्लास का मैंने डॉक्यूमेंट डाल दिया, अब मेरा सिर्फ वो कंप्यूटर साइंस का डॉक्यूमेंट से मेरे को मेरा डेटा आंसर्स मिलेंगे, अदरवाइज मेरे को उसके अलावा कुछ भी नहीं मिलेगा. सो दैट्स कूल. Now Google is adding new capability to product to go beyond generating summaries and suggesting questions. Notebook LLM now has new tools designed to help users organize their curated notes into structured writing projects. For instance, you can select a set of notes and ask Notebook LLM to create something new, such as script outline, email newsletter, or draft a marketing plan. Okay? So it has use cases beyond just studying as well. Plus, Notebook LLM can now suggest actions based on whatever you're currently doing. For instance, say you have selected a passage while reading a source. Notebook LLM will automatically offer to summarize the text you have selected into a new note or help you understand the content of the text. In another instance, say you're writing a note, Notebook LLM will offer to refine your prose or suggest related ideas from your sources based on what you have written so far. Okay, this is kind of nice. The tech giant is adding a new notebook space to let you easily pin quotes from the chat or your own written notes. Google says the new space was a key request from users who said they wanted the ability to save. Sorry. Google's few tricks when you add a note, will create an independent new note instead of adding it to a single notepad. And when you click on the citation number in the chat response of a saved note, you will now immediately be taken to the original quote in the source. So basically it is sourcing as well. क्योंकि हमारा गूगल डॉक है, तो हमें अपने आप उस डॉक्यूमेंट पे रीडायरेक्ट भी कर देगा और साथ में हमें उसके आंसर्स भी दे देगा कि यहाँ से मैंने ये डेटा लिया. If you want to concentrate exclusively on note taking, you can now hide the source. And if you want to focus on Notebook LLM's AI on selected sources, you can chat with a specific set of sources in your notebook by selecting them individually in the source sidebar. Plus, Google is adding PDF support and copy text support, which means you can now copy and paste text based on a new source and edit the title once created. In addition to this new feature, Google is also expanding its product's limitation as Notebook can include up to 20 sources, while the source can now include up to 200,000 words. Okay, this is interesting. But ऐसा ना आई एम यूजिंग समथिंग लाइक दिस एक ना चैट पीडीएफ करके आता है तो ये बहुत बढ़िया चीज़ है इसमें आई कैन ड्रॉप एनी पीडीएफ इफ आई कैन फाइंड वन डिज़ाइन गाइड्स देखते हैं डाल के इफ वी गेट समथिंग ओके आई हैव अ पाइथन चीट शीट ओवर हियर लेट्स जस्ट यूज दैट तो अब इसमें देखो whenever I just uploaded this cheat sheet document of a Python course that I've been doing. तो ये पाइथन कोर्स के अंदर भी है इसके अंदर कोड भी है डॉक्यूमेंट भी है एंड ये 2000 पेजेस तक हैंडल कर सकता है बिलीव एंड दिस है एक तो फ्री टू यूज है विच आई थिंक गूगल वाला भी है बट दिस इज़ रियली गुड तो आई एम नॉट श्योर इफ गूगल्स वन वर्क सिमिलर टू दिस और नॉट जैसे कि अभी मैंने यहाँ पे इसने मुझे बता दिया कि ये 3 क्वेश्चन आप पूछ यू कैन आस्क दीज 3 क्वेश्चंस एज वेल व्हाट आर सम एग्जांपल्स ऑफ डेटा टाइप सो इफ आई सेंड दिस हियर इसने अपना स्कोप बहुत लिमिट कर दिया तो इस लिमिटेड स्कोप की वजह से इट ओनली आंसर्स बेस्ड ऑन द डेटा दैट इज़ हेयर और ये साथ के साथ मुझे वो भी दे देता है कि मैंने कहाँ से लिया है लाइक ये रहा आंसर इसने जो मुझे दिया है इट इज़ टेकन फ्रॉम दिस पेज 7 पेज 4 एंड पेज 15 सिमिलरली अब इसने मुझे आंसर दिया इंक्लूड्स इंटीजर्स फ्लोटिंग पॉइंट नंबर स्ट्रिंग्स बूलियंस लिस्ट टपल्स डिक्शनरीज एक्सेट्रा तो मेरे को बस ये जानना है कि हाउ विल एल नोटबुक एल एम कंपेयर टू दिस चैट पी डी एफ बेसिकली सो एट गूगल आयो प्रोजेक्ट टेलविंड आई वाज राइट आई डोंट लाइक द यू आई like that's a very loud and tacky UI but maybe we are about to maybe we can tweak it so the if I look, I'll just zoom in a bit so that you guys can see it better. So this is my class note, the Google Doc that I have entered. This is the document guide, class notes, information about women in computing. Okay, so this is the summary that I have gotten from that document. Key class notes, British mathematician Ada Lovelace, the computer scientist Grace Hopper, and the NASA mathematician Katherine Johnson. These women are all pioneers in the field of computing, and their work has helped pave the way for women in STEM fields. And then it gives you the key topics, and what kind of questions can be tried. So except for the UI, it has a pretty good use case, basic mainly for college students. क्योंकि कॉलेज में जब मैं था मेरे को याद है यार बहुत नोट्स होते थे डेली इतनी सारी क्लासेस इतने सारे नोट्स कुछ हैंड रिटन होते थे कुछ डिजिटल होते थे उन सबको अगर हम आई कैन कंपाइल देम आई कैन जनरेट आइडियाज़ फ्रॉम इट जैसे मेरे को कोई असाइनमेंट मिला अब मेरे को ये असाइनमेंट मेरे नोट्स के साथ ही करना है सो इफ़ आई कैन कंपाइल माई नोट्स इफ़ आई कैन जनरेट दोज आइडियाज़ सो दिस वुड बी वेरी यूजफुल बट अभी लिमिटेशन वही है कि ये सिर्फ यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स में अवेलेबल है तो we'll have to wait until we get this. Till then, let's just be happy with what we have, that is chat PDF, which is also really good. I definitely recommend you guys trying chat PDF out. So next up, so we have kinda another LLM model. So this one has seen some tension around it. So like Google ka DeepMind jo hai. So I'll just pull it up here. So DeepMind is, so people are saying that it is much better than what ChatGPT 4 is. तो better का मतलब अब क्या है तो मल्टी मॉडल है which is Google, so everybody wants to go multi-model now. So when we say multi-model, it is built from the ground up for multi-modality, reasoning for seamless across text, image, video, audio and code. And इनका मैंने जितना सुना है, their code capability of this thing is awesome. So when we talk about their first okay, that's a very good increase in massive multitask language understanding. That is 90% is amazing. So we have some tests from with comparisons with OpenAI's GPT-4. So general, Ultra, Gemini wins. So Ultra is the biggest model. They are offering three models. One's Nano, one's Medium, and one's Ultra. So Ultra is the biggest one that they have that isn't available to be used right now. Nano जो है वो phones के लिए है, and Ultra is for, and the medium one is for general purpose like for a web app or mobile app or something like that. Big bench hard, diverse set of challenging tasks requires multiple step reasoning. Drop reading comprehension 82. Okay, a defeated chat. Hella swag. ChatGPT has a lot of swag. That is true. मेरी भी बड़ी बेइज्जती मारते हैं यार कभी कभार. Basic arithmetic manipulation. Okay, maths is improved. Challenging math problems, including algebra, geometry. Okay, yeah, ChatGPT is really bad at it. ChatGPT is really bad at algebra and any kind of a mathematical problem that I give him. Any kind of 1 + 1 is equal to 2 नहीं आता है. There are other mathematical problems as well. So human evaluation, Python code generation में, that's a huge increase from ChatGPT. Natural to code, Python code generation now, new held out data set, human eval, like not leaked on the web. 74.9, 73. Okay, that's good. So मैंने बहुत सुना है that companies are very apprehensive या developers are very apprehensive कि मेरे को कोड मैं क्यों कोड लिखूँ मैं खुद लिख लूँगा. It's not that कि these AI tools will replace you. It's not going to replace you anytime soon. Rather अगर हम ये यूज़ करेंगे these AI models, whether it's ChatGPT, GitHub Copilot, Code Whisperer, Gemini or anything, हमारा कोडिंग का टाइम बच जाएगा. जैसे मेरा कोई बग आया, मैं वो चैट जीपीटी पर ऑफकोर्स नहीं डाल सकता क्योंकि मेरे को पता है मेरा चैट जीपीटी के कोड पे डेटा ट्रेन हो जाएगा. बट जो मेरा एरर आया मैं वो एरर के नाम से सर्च करके चैट जीपीटी से इमीडिएट रिस्पॉन्सेज निकाल सकता हूँ इंस्टेड ऑफ गोइंग थ्रू गूगल और मल्टीपल लिंक्स के साथ. तो मे बी लाइक दैट. या अगर मेरा फ्रंट एंड है, मेरे को फ्रंट एंड बनाना है, मेरे को पूरा कोड नहीं करना है, तो आई हैव अ टूल दैट आई एम गोइंग टू बी शोकेसिंग द नेक्स्ट, जो फ्रंट एंड डेवलपमेंट में भी हेल्प करता है विद जस्ट द प्रॉम्प्ट और पूरा कोड के साथ करता है. बट इस सबसे आर डेवलपमेंट टाइम इज इंक्रीजिंग सिग्निफिकेंटली. सो आई बिलीव कि वी शुड यूज ए आई टूल्स विद इन आर डे टू डे वर्क फ्लो. सो देन वी हैव मल्टी मॉडल. So MMU, multi-discipline college level reasoning problems. Gemini wins, natural language processing, Vertex. Okay, so it's pretty cool. So okay, so there are three models like I said. Nano is for on-device tasks. So for maybe in the next Pixel series, that is the Pixel 9, we might see Nano integrated within. Then we have Pro for wide range tasks, best for scaling across wide range tasks, and Ultra is the most capable, बिगेस्ट मॉडल. जैसे कि लामा का हो गया, लामा 2, 7B, 13, 14, 13B एंड 70B. सो सिमिलरली दे आर ऑल्सो गिविंग अस 3 मॉडल्स. Gemini can generate code based on different inputs. Gemini can generate text images combined. Okay. Hey, that is cool, dude. कि मैंने बस उसे इतना बताया कि क्या आइडियाज हैं, उसने मेरे को पूरा दे दिया. दैट इज ऑसम. ओके, बट वीडियो के साथ काम नहीं करता ना आई थिंक, क्योंकि अभी इनका जो वो हुआ था, जो इन्होंने एक वीडियो निकाली थी दैट आई लाइक टू शो एज वेल. यूट्यूब, गूगल, जेमिनाई. आई थिंक इनका एग्जाम्पल वीडियो कौन सा था, ये वाला था हैंड्स ऑन. इसमें व्हाट आई सॉ कि लोगों ने जो कंट्रोवर्सी हुई है कि दिस इज अ हेवीली एडिटेड वीडियो. तो लोगों ने बोला है कि ये वीडियोस जो है, क्योंकि प्रॉम्प्ट तो मुझे अल्टीमेटली देना पड़ेगा ना अगर मैं वीडियो भी यूज़ कर रहा हूँ, बट यहाँ पे प्रॉम्प्ट भी नहीं जा रहा है. सो पीपल वर वेरी एक्साइटेड अबाउट बाय दिस ए आई डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन, बट दिस वॉज रियली फेक. तो लोग कह रहे हैं कि असली ऐसा है कि नहीं, दे डोंट नो. तो अभी I'll just showcase you guys this video. It is really impressive. So you guys may want to put on some headphones or turn the volume up. Of course मैं पूरी वीडियो नहीं दिखाऊंगा because copyright. So I'll show it. I'll cut it here and there. So let's see.
What the quack? I was just talking about a blue duck, and now you're holding one. Did two geese and
Okay, so
swans.
see.
The duck appears to be blue. This is not a common color for ducks. However, there are some breeds of blue ducks. These are typically not as common as other duck breeds.
So you guys are seeing this, right? This is really awesome, and my camera died for some reason. Just give me a second, I'll just check my camera once. Yeah, camera बंद हो गया था यार, पता नहीं क्यों. So so you guys can see this, right? This is a pretty awesome demonstration. But live में draw कर रहा है, left में और right में Gemini बता रहा है कि what you're drawing. Ducks कहाँ कहाँ की breed है, blue ducks common नहीं है. And just give it a second. अभी हम आगे जाएंगे.
It
It
is
gets
more
even more
common for
impressive.
ducks to be brown, black, or white.
Are you sure?
What the quack? I was just talking about a blue
That's-
duck, and now you're
I
holding
mean-
one.
I mean, just look at it, dude. This is awesome. Like you can just see that. You can just see its capability. Okay, the camera's glitching out a little bit. Just give me 2 minutes, guys. I'll just see what's wrong with the camera. Okay, so I ran out of battery on my camera, so I've just placed it on the charge. Okay, so
It looks like blue ducks are more common.
So you guys can see that the demonstration of this Gemini, why people were excited, why people compared it with ChatGPT. It is an awesome demonstration. Okay, now this.
Than I thought.
Okay,
Would this
so the camera's glitching out a little bit, so I think we'll have to continue the stream without the camera.
float?
I'm not sure what material it's made of, but it looks like it might be rubber or plastic.
What if I tell
So you
based
can
on
even
what you
use it
see,
for game.
come up with a game idea? Oh, and use emojis, please.
How about this? We can play a game called Guess the Country.
Sure, let's do it.
Clue 1. This country is the home of the kangaroo, the koala, and the Great Barrier Reef.
Oh, that's easy.
So you guys can see that the capability of the tool is so awesome, but due to its heavy nature, because it is heavily edited, people were not really sure of it, and of course there's been a lot of controversy around it. There's multimodal dialogue, multilinguality, game creation, visual puzzles, making connections, image generation,
Years.
image text
me
generation,
some
logical and
mind.
spatial reasoning, translating visuals. So the potential is awesome, and people say that it is already out on Bard. I don't really like using Bard because it is just bad. So tell me about the capabilities of Gemini. Let's just see how it does, and maybe I can just compare it with ChatGPT. मैंने ChatGPT को I think prompt दिया था ये image का. Let's just see how well it describes that image. Image गायब हो गई. ये. So let's just see how well it describes the image. So the camera comes on and off, goes on and off. Maybe it's overheating. Oh no, it's just out of battery. Yeah, the camera's just out of battery. So it is things like these, like a chat GPT can describe an image even if it's just the person. Like, of course, it's not just any person, it's me. And it can describe the image. It appears a portrait of a person at an event. The individual is wearing a black turban and a red headband, has a full beard, and is wearing glasses with a clear frame. But Bard does not have that capability. I'm not sure why Google is holding out on this part, but it's something that they'll need to look for to get the best results and to attract more audience, basically. So then next up I found another thing. I found Pika Labs. So Pika Labs is basically, if I go to Twitter, I can show you there better. It's text to video. So this all is generated via text to video. You guys remember Midjourney? Text to image. Now we have text to video. So I'll just take you through their page. So I'll just show you this trailer video that they have for first. Do you see the potential out there for these kinds of things? This is another awesome AI tool, and we can try this out. While I don't have access to the latest 1.0 platform and their AI tool in the sense, their web app, but we can access it through Discord. So I'll just go to their Discord. I'll share my screen here, and I can see people being generating a lot of prompts. Like this is a AI generated video. So which is a dragon with the fire burning, a king, maybe a mad king. पता नहीं क्या कर रहा है भाई, ये तो डरा दिया. Storm भी है. There's a storm video as well. So let's say I want to create something. What do you want? What can we create? Let's say a king sitting on his throne giving orders. No, rather a king on the battlefield traveling on his horse to the enemy's base. 3D realistic. So while this video is being generated, let me show you a couple more things that we can. Let me show you some generations that I have found here. Things that we need to keep in mind when seeing these. Start by typing what you want to see. So this prompt that Pika's demonstration is showing, this is their own web app. So for this I have requested their access because it is a closed beta, invite only beta rather. So I'm waiting for their access. As soon as I have it, I'll be making another video. See, these things are amazing, dude. And I think my videos would also have been generated if, yep. So here's the video that we got. Let me see. See, now that isn't perfect, but that is still remarkably good. This is an awesome video. So now I'll take Discord back to its own monitor. So this is Speaker Labs and a little small demonstration about what I found. Now this is something that you guys would love. So V0 by Vercel. So now what V0 is, first let me show you, go through the article. So not everyone is a designer. We all can agree on that. Now since not everyone is a designer, we always lack the AI tool that can create good front end with code from scratch. Chat GPT से बनवा सकते हो, but output is never good. I have never found Chat GPT's output to be good. So with V0, they are giving you a front end जिसमें you can add any kind of a prompt. So let me just show you. So any kind of a prompt, and you can generate something. When I say something, you can generate a front end with its code, which you can copy as a component and add it to your own code. Now it is using Chatzian and Tailwind. So let's say we just use its recommended post, a SaaS admin page, rather a conversational AI page that allows users to chat with the LLM model and also discuss chat and also pose their session history on the left panel. So now that I've given it a prompt, I can even give it an image. And with this prompt, it will get to work. It will give me 3 options. And you guys will love this part. It will generate those UIs in real time. If there's a typewriting effect, if there's typing, it will type in real time. It will generate the code in real time. Like, just look at this. There's session description. Right now it's not generating that. Maybe, yep, chat with AI. Let's just wait. You guys can see how awesome this is. The UI is sleek, it's minimal. I have 3 options. I like this one. No, I like this one. So now I can even build on top of this. Rename session history to Berwin Singh and add some chats onto the chat panel. So now it should rename this to my name. So now that was the 0th version. This is the first version that includes my changes. And I can even pick individual elements and edit those, update those individual elements. So you can see the potential that is there. So I'll just wait for this to generate. I hope it hasn't hung. Okay, no, it's processing over here. And to showcase that this actually works, let me just take you to CodePen. So I need to I go to code, HTML. Let us just load HTML for a bit. Okay, so till then we just go to the canvas. Okay, so you can now see here, it renamed it to my name. It gave it some chats like user, chat GPT, here is your response, AI response, user prompt. That's pretty awesome. And now if I want to use this on my project, I just go here, I copy this entire code. I paste it on CodePen, and this isn't looking good. That is because we don't have Tailwind. So, how to add Tailwind on? Okay, this guy's using Tailwind CSS. So I'll just take his. I'll paste this here, and then I'll close this. Yep, and we got a responsive UI. We have our user prompt. We have a session history. So now, of course, this isn't perfect, but the majority of the task that needs to be done, like creating the front end, that is done. All I have to do is tweak the names, tweak the things, connect it to my backend, and I'm good to go. So this is one of my favorite AI tools of this week that I got to try out. So I would really love to know your thoughts about this as well. Now moving on, the last tool that I want to talk about is a kind of not a tool, rather a paper that I read. So this is an AI tool that can now outfit and animate anyone with just a single image. So when we talk about outfit.n1, you can see an example here. A person, a dress, the dress has been tried on, and the animation will be created in a couple of minutes. There you go. So AI's potential, it's vast, like बहुत तेज बढ़ रहा है AI. And अगर हम इसके पेपर पे भी जाएं, we can easily see its paper, the method that is being used. Prompt: a woman wearing a black t-shirt and printing shorts. It goes here, zero shot try on network. It takes the t-shirt, it sends it here, it applies the t-shirt over here along with the shots, and then it refines it and sends back. Conditional diffusing model ले रहा है वो, prompt ले रहा है वो, और garment ले रहा है, and then it is combining all of them again together to give us an output. तो various try-ons देखते हैं. We have Mbappe, we have an outfit try-on, proper outfit try-on, we have bizarre fashion, we have various body shapes, okay, we have anime, we have refiners. So okay, so they're also using an image upscaler, like the quality output. If that output is not good, you can use an AI enhancer to get a better output. So what about more examples? That's cool. So you see that the potential of AI, it's awesome. Like there are so many things that can be done with an AI, with these AI tools, that it's actually mind blowing what all you can do with the AI. But those are all the tools that I had for this week. Maybe if you guys enjoyed it, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And I know this is the first stream, and this may not have been perfect, but for the first stream, I hope you enjoyed it. And till next time, peace, and I hope you join next week same time as well. Thank you.